Bloodsuckers, demons, my music, grim reapers don't matter, cause all of them do for a whipping. This isn't what I envisioned when my mama told me that I need to get some religion. Shit's getting wicked, alright, I'll admit it. I like the attention, but fuck it, I'm different. I'm cooking up something that's so finger licking. That shit got him sicker than eating flow chicken. Nowhere near finished, we still in my origin. Smashing a pumpkin, no Billy Corgan. Stretching her out like a fucking accordion. Dyed her hair green, now she looking like Morgan. Dyed her hair green, now she looking like Shmoney. I put Waldo Jr. inside of her tummy. Ate a few gummies, now everything funny. I'm dummy, her, dummy, her, dummy, her, dummy, her. Red, blue, green jewels, kaleidoscope in my view. First time seeing these kind of hues passing me like pew, pew, pew. Narwhal looking motherfuckers trying to take shots. Do, do, little do. Pop back where the fly got like boom, 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 boom. So many weirdos around me, I must start carrying garlic or something. Reach for your rosary, pray they don't notice me. No way of knowing why I might be fucking.
Chat. Sir Harry Ford walks this game off for your Seattle Mariners. What a strange, weird baseball game that we just witnessed. This stream's brought to you by this Big Dumper beer. They're not sponsoring us, but I wish they would. That just feels right to celebrate. Dude, the Mariners put everything on the line there in those last couple of innings. This anxiety might kill me, I swear to God. Dog, same. I don't know if I could take much more of that. But, I mean, they truly, listen, Dan Wilson, for everything that we say about Dan, and he didn't have the best game either, but you know what? It worked. The game ended 6-7. 6-7. I don't know what that means, but... the Mariners are in first place, or tied for first place, and because the season series is tied, they're technically in first place because the Mariners have the better interdivision record. Holy crap, just what... dude, I don't even know where to begin with this one. Obviously, it's 10:45 at night. We're probably going to stream until 11:05. We're gonna keep the stream a little bit shorter because it is so late for a lot of people, but can this still be a Mariners Anonymous night? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Dude, having... Bryce Miller, he went, 5 2/3. He struck out, I believe, 11 in this one. I mean, Bryce was... It's weird. Bryce had a very strange night. He struck out 11, which is awesome. But he also gave up the 4 runs and left some balls in the middle of the plate. So, kind of pick your poison there. But the bullpen comes in, as Dufferman's talking about. The bullpen comes in, and they're able to, keep this game close until the extra innings. Chip Stone with the 499. Tell Cynthia you bet she's glad she watched the ending. Great. Cynthia, you better believe you're glad that you just watched the ending, because that was incredible. That was incredible. Smooch's bro player of the game, Polo. I mean, honestly, it's probably Polo, but I think that we have to give it to Harry Ford. Do you guys agree? I think that Polo is the MVP, but I think Smooch's bro player of the game for the walk-off, I feel like it's got to be Harry Ford. Also, thank you, K. Kinney, for reminding me to do Smooch's bro player of the game. This is one of those games, bro, and this is 2 nights in a row that the Mariners have had a crazy game like this. We mentioned yesterday how Leo Rivas may have just saved the Mariners season. I don't think this one was as dire. This wasn't one of those ones where, you have been handed a victory. The Angels honestly played some good ball in this one. But I think that, a game like that, you should be beating the Angels. You should be beating the Angels. And for a while there, it didn't look like the Mariners were going to be able to pull it off. Thankfully, through some clutch hitting, although not necessarily... Dude, it's hard. I can't say this team was clutch. I can't say the team was clutch in this game because, frankly, they weren't. I mean, you think about that Eugenio Suarez strikeout, the Josh Naylor strikeout. This game should have been over a long time ago. But am I crazy to say I'm okay with it? This is the kind of game, these last 2 games are the kind of games that energize this team the rest of the way. The rest of the way. We talked about it a lot when they were coming back from, on the road trip, right? And how the team just looked tired. They looked like they were gassed, right? It's games like these last 2 games that reignite a fire in your team. And dude, I mean, last night Joe and I were standing up in the stairwell. My chest was hurting. My chest was hurting watching this team. I'm like, I feel like I'm gonna have a heart attack or throw up. I don't know. But they came away with it, and like the amount of energy that we just like screaming at the top of our lungs for Leo Rivas. This one, the fact that they decided to go, I mean, obviously they were gonna have to go to Harry Ford because they had Victor Robles pinch hit for Luke Rayleigh, which is insane. The fact that they had Robles pinch hit for Luke Rayleigh, which meant that you were going to have to use Harry Ford in the pitcher spot since they burned the DH the previous inning. This game was incredibly intricate. Like, the moving pieces in this game. Yesterday's game, not a whole lot of moving pieces. This game, this had so many moving pieces. Like, you were potentially going to see a pitcher hitting this one. You had Jorge Polanco go play second base. KDR with the 499. We were so back, boys. Back in first where we belong. Now we just need to keep it going. Dude, all you got to do is win now. All you have to do is win, and you will, if you just keep winning, you will win this division. Appreciate that 499 KDR, and then Chaos Junkie with the 5. Both games I'm at go into extra innings. I don't know if I can take another extra inning game. My doctor would kill me, as is going to the games post-op. Yeah, you're not allowed to go to the games anymore, Chaos Junkie. I'm sorry. We just need a normal win. I hope that we just have a normal win tomorrow. So when are you going just mustache? Dude, I really don't want to. I really don't want to. And I feel like I can't change anything right now. I can't, because the Mariners are on a 6-game winning streak. The Mariners Etsy witch. Alright? I don't want to change a thing. You know what I mean? If they lose and we need to go to playoff stashes, sure. But I don't know if I can right now. Hold on, chat. Let me tweet out the Smooches Bro play of their game with a walk-off. Tonight, in the 12th inning, you knew Harry Ford would be your Smooches Bro player of the game. Again, I do think that Jorge Polanco is the MVP, and honestly, he kind of has been lately. But I have to give it to Harry Ford. The Etsy witch, oh my God, Kirsten. The Etsy, do you guys see what she did? The SEA for Etsy, wow, you've done something. Imagine Colton goes stash only and then starts a downward spiral. Don't do it, man. Exactly. Which is why I'm not going to do it. If you guys remember, I shaved my beard last year. Some of you might not have been here. I shaved my beard last year, and it didn't go so well. So, the 2 most stupid baseball games ever played, all within a 27-hour window. Dude, I mean, the bullpen is gassed. I'll be very interested to see what this means tomorrow. Like, I would be shocked if the Mariners don't make a move on the pitching side of things tomorrow, honestly. And the problem is, I don't necessarily know what that move will be. Now, Luke Jackson has been very good for this team. He's the guy that makes the most sense. He pitched 2 innings yesterday, pitched an inning today. Unfortunately, it makes the most sense for Luke Jackson to be the one that gets sent down, but I truly think that Jackson can be a part of your bullpen moving forward. And I believe that he's out of gas. I read gas in the chat. I believe that he's out of options, and so you can't necessarily send him down. You have to send him through waivers and see if he can get outrighted. I don't know what the move is in the bullpen. I truly don't. It could be Emerson Hancock. When was the last time Hancock pitched? He pitched yesterday for a couple of innings, Thomas. What's the pitching matchup tomorrow? Tomorrow is Yusei Kikuchi, so left-handed pitcher on the mound, versus Luis Castillo. Luis Castillo for the Mariners. Home cooking Luis Castillo. Maybe that's a good thing. Jackson, no options. That's what I thought, yeah. Y2K with the 2 says, Dan sees them bunting for a hit. Dan says, hold my beer. I mean, the thing is I don't think that they were originally bunting for a hit there with Robles. But the Angels just didn't play the ball. Like, they did not play the ball, and Victor Robles with his speed was able to be safe at first base. I don't know what, like, again, there was a play earlier where Gino on a bunt wasn't necessarily playing in as much as I thought that he would. And, you know, he was late to a ball, and it ended up being a base knock for the Angels. So, I don't know, man. I truly don't know. I truly don't know. Again, this game had so many intricate parts, and we're just running off the adrenaline high right now of a Harry Ford walk-off. But I feel like this is a game that at the end of the season, we have to go back in and, like, analyze. What do you guys think? Do you guys think we analyze this game and, like, the dumbest game of 2025? Like, I feel like that makes sense. So Mitch Garver's in the lineup tomorrow, guaranteed. Yep. More than likely, unfortunately. Yeah, Castillo needs to go at least 6, if not 7 tomorrow, chat. I agree. Castillo needs to go 6, if not 7. Is Munoz down tomorrow? Ugh, I would say yes. He didn't pitch yesterday, but he pitched the 2 games prior, and he pitched tonight. I would say yes. Pigeon Boys with the 199. What's up, Colton? What's up, Pigeon Boys? I appreciate that 199, homie. You think they're good for tomorrow? That is true. I mean, it was a short inning. That's a good point, Blake. That is a good point. They were short innings, so maybe the Mariners feel comfortable throwing them out there again. You're, what, 4-0 on this homestand? We said, at worst, you should go 5-2. This is good. This is a really good start. Why isn't Harry Ford ever starting catcher? I think I understand why Ford isn't starting at catcher, simply because he hasn't caught any of these guys, and Garver has. That's the only difference. Bring up Cade? I don't think so. I don't know about all that. Should have added on to the lead? Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. This should have never gone as far as it did. This game should have never gone to extra innings. And I will say the Mariners, Julio specifically, he was crushing the ball all night long. And there was a play, obviously, in center field where he had a double taken away from him that would have scored, I think, 1 or 2 runs. And he had that double taken away from him on an amazing play out there in center. That, I mean, obviously played a huge role in this one. There was a lot honestly, the Angels made some really nice plays defensively today, and that could have cost the Mariners some runs, truthfully. On the pitching side of things, I mean, the Mariners pitching staff just continues to be, the bullpen specifically, continues to be nails lately. P.O. Peace out, James. Smooches, bro. Luke hasn't been great since coming back from his back injury. I know, it's unfortunate. I don't think we keep Gino. I think we sign Naylor to a long-term deal and have Ben be our third base. I'm okay with that. What do you think about Randy's drop ball? It was kind of weird. Yeah, I think he just lost it in the lights. Because it was a line drive out to him. And I think, you know, you're kind of losing it in the lights right there. But just rough. I mean, we know Randy's not the greatest outfielder. Harry Smooches, I have it ready. I actually already tweeted it, Joe. Oh. It's trying to tweet. It tweeted. It's been sending for about 10 minutes, so sorry. It's been sending for like 10 minutes. But Joe, if yours is better and more and looks better than mine, tweet yours. Like, if you have a picture from the game tonight, tweet yours and delete mine, please. What is going on, chat? What is going on? Need Cal to get some home run, but less. Yeah, Cal needs to listen. It's good that the rest of the team is hitting right now. Cal needs to figure it out. Like, bro, his at-bats have been pretty bad recently. So, I'll check because I want to make sure I appreciate it, Joe. Is Naylor okay? His last couple ABs looked very uncompetitive. Yeah, that shoulder's still bugging him, man. That shoulder is still bugging him. I think that, you know, on that catcher's interference, I truly think that the game would have been over had that not been a catcher's interference. Boomer with the 499. Heck, the Astros, they have an easier schedule than we do. I'm not convinced we can maintain AL West leaders. I would disagree, Boomer. I don't think they have an easier schedule than we do. The rest of the way, I don't think so. Let me look at Tankathon really quick. Also, Boomer, I saw your email. We're going to get back to you soon. I just have to go in. So full disclosure, chat, we're getting a PO box set up. I just have to go into the post office and officially set it up at the post office. So, but I did see your email, Boomer. Just reply to the original with mine for fun. It'll be fine with yours as the main. Yeah, I didn't really have time to like try to actually find one. Try to find a picture from today. But let's look at the Mariners' remaining strength of schedule here, chat. I'm gonna switch over to my PC. It's going to cut my voice here. Give me a sec. Okay. So, looking at the strength of schedule the rest of the way. The Mariners have the 4th easiest schedule the rest of the way. 4th easiest. Can you guys see that? Let me make my camera smaller here. The Mariners have, according to Tankathon, by winning percentage, the 4th easiest schedule the rest of the way. They play the Astros, 3 versus Kansas City, 3 versus LA, but you have 3 versus the Rockies and 3 more versus the Angels. Houston, they have 3 versus the Mariners and 3 versus the Rangers. Now, keep in mind, when you look at this, one of the things that's really making the winning percentage go down on the Mariners side of things is that they have to play 3 against the Rockies, who obviously have an outlier abysmal winning percentage. So that's one of the reasons why the Mariners is so much lower. But the Astros have to play both Seattle and Texas. Both teams that are chasing them in the division. Both teams that are right behind them. And yeah, I mean, I feel like that's a lot tougher. The Braves, we know they're not an easy team to beat. The Athletics have, their offense is quite good. And the Angels, I mean, we'll see what they look like over the next couple of days. So, I don't know. I think that the Mariners do have the harder schedule. But, I mean, what does that really mean in the end? So, let's see. Cal's not getting anything to hit. It's tough to hit when they pitch around you. He's just waiting for a mistake. Yeah, but when he does get something to hit, he's popping it straight up. And that it just can't happen. It just can't happen, I think, unfortunately. I'll be in all 3 Kansas City games. Need some magic down there? Get it, Alex. Get it. Bring the voodoo magic with you. Hopefully the Dodgers can take it easy on us. Hopefully they are clinched and not playing their starters. K Kinney with a 699. Possibility the Mariners win the division. Rangers take wildcard 3, and we play them at home in the wildcard series. Thoughts, K Kinney? That is, I think, that would be best case scenario, honestly. If the Mariners can win the division, and the Rangers can take wildcard 3, and the Astros are out of it, then that's best case scenario, because you play the Rangers at home in the wild card series. You have beat up on the Rangers all year long. And the Rangers, listen, I've been saying it a lot lately. They are pretenders, in my opinion. They're not as good of a baseball team as they appear to be. Like with all the injuries right now. They're hot right now. I don't think that it's going to stay that way. That's just my opinion, though. Mikey with the 5. I don't think the Dodgers are going to be that hard to beat. They're in the playoffs. Why would you risk injuries against an AL team? That's true. The Dodgers also haven't been that impressive this year. Like, with injuries and just with guys kind of slumping, the Dodgers actually haven't been that great. They're still a good team. Don't get me wrong. But they're not the team that they were last year, in my opinion. So I'm not too worried about the Dodgers. DeGrom faces the Mets. True. Tomorrow. It's true. Yep. Makes his return. Astros lose 6 straight versus the Rangers and us. That'd be incredible. I just want to bounce them from the playoffs, but that'd be just as good. I mean, if the Mariners can find a way to bounce, like, let's say in that series that the Mariners have coming up in Houston, they bounce the Astros out of the playoffs. Whoo! I'll do a dance, chat. I'll do a dance or something. What do you think? Anyway, chat, like I said, we were going to keep this stream short. because it's already 11 p.m. This game was long as hell. This was a 4-hour baseball game. So we're going to keep it short. I got to work in the morning, but I appreciate you guys being here for this one. All the donos. It's a fun time right now, man. I mean, you're up, you're tied for first place now. You have won 6 in a row. You have 3 more versus the Angels. 3 more versus the Angels, and then you go play the Royals. That series versus the Royals might not be nearly as important as we thought it was going to be, simply because, well, the Royals are kind of falling out of it. Good night, King. Good night, Adam. Mwah, smooches, bro. Yeah, tomorrow, I mean, right back at it tomorrow. Luis Castillo versus Yusei Kikuchi. I hope they can jump all over Kikuchi, but that bullpen for the Angels is gassed. Hopefully the Mariners are able to take advantage of it. But nonetheless, chat, I again appreciate you guys being here. So many people being here this late at night after a big win. Shout out to Harry Ford coming through with the walk-off. I hope that we can just have a normal win tomorrow over 9 innings. You know what I mean? But nonetheless, I appreciate you guys, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.